In 2026, your survival depends less on your firewall and more on your employees' awareness. The stakes are high. 60% of small businesses fail within 6 months of a major cyber attack. If you think you're too small to be a target, you are exactly who criminals are looking for. Why? Attackers know your biggest weakness is your people. 88% of breaches involve human error. So what must every employee know? We'll break down new threats, why old training fails, and what actually works. First, a mindset shift. Security is not just its job. In 2026, it's a core duty for every person in the organization. This means dismantling the myth of my data isn't valuable. A login, a client list, or an invoice are all keys to the kingdom. This matters more now because the office is everywhere. Remote work has stretched your security perimeter to every employee's home. Simultaneously, attacking is easier. Cybercrime as a service platforms sell ready-made hacking tools, lowering the bar for criminals. With a wider perimeter and more attackers, what specific threats are your employees now facing? Before the new threats, let's establish the 2026 baseline. Multi-factor authentication is not extra security anymore. It's the absolute minimum. But what about attacks designed to bypass even careful employees? The biggest change is driven by one thing: artificial intelligence. AI is weaponized to create attacks so convincing they fool almost anyone. But how is it being used inside your company, creating threats you don't even see? The number one threat is AI-powered social engineering. We're not talking about misspelled emails anymore. This is phishing that mimics your boss's writing style. Imagine a voice message with your CEO's exact voice, urgently asking you to wire money. In 2026, staff must be trained to question reality. Beyond phishing, ransomware has changed. It's no longer just about locking your files. Now, attackers steal your data first, threatening public release. And the danger may not target you directly. Staff must be vigilant with vendor emails, as they're now a backdoor into your systems. So we have AI deepfakes, new ransomware, and supply chain attacks. But what about the threats your employees create unintentionally? Remember we asked how AI is a threat inside your company? The answer is shadow AI, when staff use unsanctioned tools for sensitive work. Without oversight, these tools can cause massive data leaks and introduce new vulnerabilities. Employees need to know which tools are approved and why. This new complexity reveals a huge problem. Typical cybersecurity training is broken. Annual, generic slideshows are forgotten almost immediately. The core failure is the completion mindset. People click through modules just to get them done, without ever actually absorbing the lessons. If threats are this advanced and old training is failing, where does that leave a small business? And how can you possibly keep up? This is where it connects. There's a massive cybersecurity skill shortage. With millions of unfilled jobs, small businesses can't compete for this talent. When you can't hire a security team, you must build one. By necessity, your trained, aware, and vigilant employees become your cyber department. And because they are your primary line of defense, the completion mindset of old training is no longer just ineffective, it's an existential risk. So, what does effective training for your human firewall actually look like in 2026? Effective training is not a one-time event. It's a process. It must be continuous, delivering short, frequent lessons that build lasting habits. It should be interactive and personalized, using real-life examples. Think simulated phishing tests and micro-learning instead of dense manuals. It must address the why behind security policies. When staff understand deepfake scams, they move from compliance to proactive defense. In 2026, employee cyber knowledge isn't about checking a box. It is about cultivating a security culture as a fundamental business pillar. Threats are sophisticated, but the fix starts with your people. Don't let a preventable error make you a statistic. Turn your biggest vulnerability into your greatest strength. Key takeaway: train employees to be skeptical of urgent digital requests as AI deepfakes and personalized phishing become the norm. Key takeaway: ditch the annual forgettable training. Adopt short, frequent, and interactive learning to build a true culture of security. Key takeaway: empower every employee to understand they are a part of the company's defense. Security is everyone's responsibility.